It has become the country of fencing. Soon we're going to have barbed wire.
Because the things don't work.
Well, look at all this fencing. Look at those things.
Don't work.
They do. I saw them work this morning.
I know, they're working on them.
Yeah, but look at all this. These things, these yellow things, and all this fencing. It's become the country of fencing. Soon we're going to have barbed wire. You think?
No, I don't think so.
No? Why?
Because I'm here.
Oh, because you're here. I wouldn't be surprised if they start putting barbed wire. If we keep going down this road
No, I don't
of
think
tyranny.
so.
You don't think so?
I wouldn't think so.
Oh, well, I hope you're right. Because I love this country, and I feel like it's just going down the pits. Look at this. Fencing, fencing, fencing.
Excuse me, ma'am. Thank you.
Fencing. So why put fencing up? What are they so scared of?
Thank you.
You know, what are they scared of to put fencing
No, I'm just putting signs.
I know you're putting signs that says this is parliamentary
to help
business.
To help people. Yeah, for sure.
To help people. And that's what barbed wire does, is to help people. So I don't agree with you. I think that there could be a day that barbed wire. Look at this. Fencing, parliamentary business. I believe parliamentary business is public business. But no, look at this. This is what Canada has become. A country of fencing and what do you call those things? Barriers. Look at these things. Barriers, fencing. This is what our country has become, really. They don't talk to you, nothing. This is what it's become. This is parliamentary business only, not for public. You got these things up and down. This is scary. To me, this is scary. This is scary business. This isn't parliamentary business. This is scary business. There's just fencing everywhere. I'm going to take you to the back. There seems to be, let's see what's back there. This is a parking lot behind Parliament buildings. Just so you can get a view of what is going on here. So this is behind. This is where a few freedom fighters have been taken and left here in the parking lot in hot vehicles for an hour or more, 2 hours. And this is what we got. That's the Supreme Court down there. And okay, authorized vehicles only. And look at this. Look at what the hell is in there. Look at that thing. It looks like a military war zone. That's what we live in, a freaking war zone. Yeah, it's not good. It really feels awful today. It feels scary today. I'm not trying to be alarmist, but there's just something not good here today. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if you start seeing barbed wire around this Parliament building. If the Liberals, if this bunch stay in, if these WEF puppets stay in. We don't know who they all are, but we'll see. We will just witness. So I hope Canadians are ready. And I don't mean ready, I mean ready to stand up and say no to this. Lots of people are just going about their business. Parliamentary business. Sorry, I can't see the. Be careful, girl. It does. Thank you. Isn't that strange? How weird is it here today? I've been here enough. I mean, I know the Ottawa regulars, the Wellington Street regulars are here every day, and certainly not, millions of days more than me. But I'm here enough to know the feeling is different today. Fencing, signage, parliamentary business only. Parliamentary business is no longer public business. This is what Canada, there's a snapshot right there. This is what it feels like today. Checkpoints and fencing and signage and security. Watch these things go up and down. These are. This is what it feels like. Well, I will hold Pierre to his word that he wants to make Canada the freest country in the world. Look at this. Doesn't feel like the freest country in the world right now. So we got this fence here. You know, look at this. We've got now double of those things. These yellow things. Barriers. Barricades. We got fencing. Fencing. They've made it barely movable for you.
Not very accessible.
No, not very accessible. But here's this sign here. General public is no longer part of parliamentary business. This is what we got.
Well, I'm in chair for COVID. I can't get my prescription filled out because I can't go see a doctor because I'm not a new immigrant to Canada, and that's the only people they see right now.
There's a reason why we just met. So you're in the wheelchair because of COVID.
Yeah,
And you need
vaccination.
to talk to a doctor.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm Guillain-Barré.
I-
That's what it says in your vaccination.
I can get you to see a doctor, but where do you live?
Right on Lisgar and O'Connor.
This one will come. Well, I'll bring up one of.
Do you want to give him your card
I'm
or
going to give you
something?
one of my
Yeah.
cards. Yeah. And you talk to me. I have. I'll,
So what
I'll
was-
bring her. I'll
so-
bring her up to see you. If I have to.
So what happened
So
with your injury?
I had FISA.
I hope
and
you don't mind. You're
No,
still
that's fine.
online.
I don't
Okay.
mind at all. I had FISA, and then 2 months later, I died for 5 minutes. And I was in
Oh, wow.
coma for 6 months.
Wow.
And then I was in the hospital for 3.5 years till last summer. And then I have like the most severe form of Guillain-Barré.
What is that?
So it's a neurology disease that, like SARS, when SARS came out, it affected people. So it's like 1 in a million get affected by it. And it's the vaccinations, they say, are really the cause of it, the root cause of Guillain-Barré.
Like regular, what we'd call regular vaccinations?
No, like severe vaccinations like SARS and then now COVID.
I
So
see. Okay.
COVID now made this prevalent where it was never prevalent before. And so they correlated it. Doctors all tested. They're like, it was because of the vaccination. And then they give you nothing. They put you on because I worked before as a contractor. So I lost my job, lost my house, lost all $300,000 was in the hospital. Then they put you on ODSP. They give you $650 a month to live off. That's it.
Well, no one can live off that.
Can't
Of
live off
course
that.
not.
Hamburger meat was $11 when I came out of the hospital. I was like, what the hell?
A family of 4 cannot even eat on $650.
Oh, no.
Let alone pay
Not
rent
not
and
anywhere
telephone
close.
and whatever else.
Cell phone bill or
Anything.
any medical supplies like
So what are your symptoms? Besides, I mean, you're obviously in a wheelchair.
I can't walk at all. I have
So when you, can I ask, I mean, you know, why you took the shot?
had to
Because for work. So you won't necessarily wanting
wouldn't
to. You wouldn't have.
No way.
But they basically took you hostage. Either get the shot or lose your job. You
Yeah.
take the shot, you lost your job because
right.
you're then in a coma.
Yeah, it's crazy. Eh?
It's not.
It's completely nuts.
And then now you can't. I've been for a full year. They took me off of almost all my medication because they're like, oh, you're a junk. So anytime I go to I'd have to go to the hospital because any walk-in clinic they won't see you because they only allow you for one thing. So one pill. My blister pack has 30 pills in it. So I'd have to go for 30 days to get a 2-week prescription or a week prescription. So I couldn't do that. And then the hospitals, they tell me go get a family doctor. And then now the apple trees, they will only take new immigrants that came here that are refugees.
Yeah.
They won't see Canadians.
Yeah, you're the third person that told me that. So one of the largest chains of what they call so-called family doctors / walking clinics is this apple tree. And I've heard that from 3 people, what you just said.
Yeah.
you know, the third, fourth generation, even second generation Canadians, apple tree won't take them.
That's right.
But newly arrivals,
Bam,
in
2 seconds.
in a second.
And so I went to my pharmacist. My pharmacist has been generous enough to like give my prescription because I take like pregabalin, that's for your nerve system. So because it feels like basically my body's asleep. So then pregabalin like sets it to calm, and then the pharmacist extended it, but they can't extend it any longer. So now I get no medicine.
Now, did you report your injury to whatever the reporting, like theirs is in the States? Did a doctor report yours?
Oh, well, they're supposed to here.
Well,
it was at the Civic Hospital, so I don't know what they
So you
did.
don't even know?
I don't know.
Okay.
Actually, then in the States,
Yeah.
although you have a doctor in the States, the actual individual could report to theirs
Okay.
themselves. In Canada, you cannot.
Right.
Our vaccine report will not accept anything from an individual. It has to come from a medical.
Then I looked at a human rights lawyer, but then the human rights lawyer says we can't do anything because it's a national act of emergency. So we can't go after the government for that.
What was the vaccine that you took? The Pfizer.
Pfizer.
Did you take one or two before the one shot and you were hospitalized?
Dead.
Dead and then then in a coma.
So, and then I was released last July.
Do you know about the National Citizens Inquiry? Have you ever heard of that? No. That would be definitely something, just, for your own, maybe your own mental health. But I think they're doing more.
Yeah,
more.
They zigzag across the country.
So the National Citizens Inquiry, and forgive me that I'm not all that, I'm familiar with them, but it was started by Preston Manning, and it's a citizens inquiry into the COVID response, basically, of Canada. And so they have Chris, they've gone across the country interviewing and having people's witness testimonies about what's happened, whether they lost their job or they were journalists and they saw the truth but were shut down and lost their job, or they were injured by whatever vaccine, et cetera, et cetera. So they've gone across. So definitely check them out, the National Citizens Inquiry, because I think that you can put your name on a list to be a witness if you choose to be part of that Citizens
Trust
Inquiry.
me, I came down here to find some.
Oh, you know what?
Well,
I think I have something in my bag. Can you hold that
also,
a sec?
to be honest with you, I'm all out of cards, but I'll give you my number.
Yeah, I've got a card.
But what I can also do is, like I said, I'll get you a doctor, and I'll also get you an MP that will listen to you as well.
I love that because my.
In fact, I might even be able to get that MP today.
If we can get your number, it'll be good.
get my number. You
Sure.
can take it.
Okay, here's the thing. Thank you,
Here.
Patty, or somebody gave me this yesterday.
And then I will see.
So that's the National Citizens Inquiry. Okay, so that's all their information.
Okay.
And so
Okay,
here's
Brian,
their
All right. Perfect.
website. Check that out. And we've got it, on here it says take action. We as citizens, we have to take action because our government is not.
They don't.
And our medical world is not.
And my NDP leader, Joel Hart, in there, he's a tool. I try to talk to the guy, and he doesn't want to talk.
What's he, Joel Harding?
Joel Hart.
And he's here at Harding.
Yeah, he's the
here.
MPP for.
Oh, MPP. Who's
down
your
here.
MP?
My MP, I don't know who the MP is, but it's the
Are you
it's
Ottawa?
NDP.
Oh, and
No, I'm downtown.
He's
So
Ottawa.
that's Ottawa Centre. So that's a Liberal. That's Nazik, whatever his name is.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
a
you got a
Liberal MP.
Liberal, so he's
Yeah.
not going to talk to you.
I know.
Like they don't.
Conservative,
And this
so-
is what they keep saying to us. We'll talk to your MP. They don't
They don't
talk
talk.
to us. They don't return our calls. They don't return our emails. Nothing.
You can't complain to them, or they'll take it as you're aggressive. They take complaints as
Yeah.
aggressive.
Oh, you're having hate speech. Oh, yeah. This is a man with hate speech. You know what? This is what Bev said yesterday. You know what? You put somebody in jail for hate speech,
I know.
and you won't put a murderer or a rapist.
I know.
But you know what? Guess what? We hate them.
Oh my God!
Why
listen,
can't we just say
I tell
I
you,
hate that?
I'm on Bank Street in Cooper now, and downtown is just fentanyl crack.
I just went past the
Worst
guy.
of the worst, and they get out every day. And then I hear the lady get arrested for shooting the neighbor with a water gun.
Yeah, I know.
They arrest them,
Yeah.
but they won't arrest people smoking Fetty in front of the Tim Hortons when kids walk by.
And they won't arrest
know.
anybody in this building
No,
for
of course
pushing
not.
this stuff
No, they would
on.
not.
Forcing, or the companies that
I
forced
like what
it.
Trump said about that vaccination when he was talking to Kennedy on the phone in the White House, and you heard him say that thing was just full of like shit enough to kill a horse.
Oh yeah.
Where it's like, are you kidding me? Like, they push that thing out so
And
fast.
how can you not feel hateful? Like, you seem pretty good.
I am. I'm not hateful, but
Well, I would be. I'd be freaking
I'm
hateful.
disgusted. I'm way past the hate.
Oh, you're
I'm
pasted.
disgusted.
Okay.
Well,
It's
you've had
disgusting.
something life alternate.
Yeah. It's
not-
Well, it's changed.
disgusting
Look at
enough.
your whole life is.
Yeah. Oh yeah, completely. I walked. Yeah. Whole life. Yeah.
Yeah, it's extremely sad,
Yeah.
extremely disgusting, and criminal. And we've got to stop this somehow,
Yeah.
citizen by citizen.
Oh, we gotta
because
vote. Get everybody to vote.
yeah, we got people voting, but we got to have people speaking up.
No, it's
So,
true. It's true. That's why I wanted to come down, and I know that they're having their parliamental talk, and I saw that Trudeau got the pause there yesterday because
Yeah.
he couldn't handle what Pierre was giving out yesterday. So
No, they've lost their big seat in Montreal. So
that's what I heard too.
Yeah.
The guy just walked by actually.
Yeah.
It's funny. I went to the news reporter and talked to him, asked him if he wanted to talk about
So, but they let you go up there. They don't let us go up, even
Oh,
go
no?
through there.
Yeah, they don't- no, they don't
You
say
know,
anything.
you look, maybe you're not so scary as me.
Yes.
Really?
As soon as I talk, though, I'm scary, supposedly.
Yeah. I'm gonna get it.
Well,
If you don't mind, I'm gonna get
unfortunately,
you and I.
in this
Sure.
country,
Yeah, I'm scarier than him. apparently.
Apparently.
Yeah.
unfortunately, in this country,
Yeah.
truth is the enemy.
Yeah.
Truth is the enemy.
Oh, super nice meeting you. What's your name?
Very nice, dear.
Oh, here,
Thank
you don't have
Ryan.
a card. I'm gonna.
Yeah.
If you hold my that and you just film them, I need to do a card.
Okay.
Yeah.
Our cards are the same.
Same,
Okay,
they're
perfect.
Yeah.
the same.
So,
I mean,
and like I said, I do have a doctor that's looking at these cases, so I will.
Please.
You may give me a couple of weeks, but I'll have someone come look at you.
that there's this site too, theylive.ca, and they've got a lot of national citizens acquired in that, but there's a lot of other information. So check that site out. It's really good. But we just got to keep these voices being heard.
We do.
And if you're willing to
I'm
have
glad
your
you guys
voice
are
heard,
here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
then we will.
I'll start coming down here more
Sure,
often.
yeah.
I just
I
live
mean,
down
I'm from
the street.
Toronto.
Oh, okay.
He's from Brampton.
Oh, okay.
So we come down here a couple of times, well, a few times a year,
Yeah.
and say our case, you know.
Oh, you should.
And try
But
to get these
be
guys
prepared to
vote.
move because I'll have an MP that will love to talk to you.
Yeah.
So there
you
is
got
some
his
good
phone
ones.
number, right?
Okay.
Yeah, I got his phone number, so there are some good ones. So I'll definitely put you in line with him.
Today, could be
Awesome.
tomorrow,
Awesome. Thank you so much, guys. Brian.
so. Brian.
Ryan. Thanks again, Ryan. Okay, enjoy the day. Okay, thanks, Ryan.
Have a good one. All right.
So there we go.
Yeah, good.
That makes the day in itself.
Look, they took the fence away. So whatever happened has happened, I guess. So, because he couldn't get out of there, right? This is where it was. No, you're not allowed in there because you're public. You have no business in the Parliament area.
I think this is Mr.
It's so annoying. It's more than
I
annoying.
think this is Mr. Bouchard. That's John Bouchard.
This is Broussard, yeah. Hello, Mr. Broussard. How are
Hello,
you?
John.
Doing really good, thanks.
Good. How are you?
How are you
Appreciate your
guys?
efforts.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
Doug Shipley appreciates my
Oh,
effort.
that's Triplett. My goodness. I
There we go.
didn't recognize him without a shirt.
It's that suit and tie, yeah. You know, seeing these parliamentarians here, some will stop and actually talk, and some will just walk by, but they'll say hello. But a lot, you know, if they're conservatives, usually they will stop and say hello. Although Andrew Scheer didn't stop and say hello to me today.
Well, Andrew Scheer's still a bit of a swamp monster. John Bouchard, who walked by, he's Barry O'Reilly MP, and he's actually pretty close to being on our side. He's I put
Well,
him.
we got to bring them on because,
We got to convert. We got to
Yeah.
get that little swamp monster in all of them. But
yeah,
we
I
gotta
mean, that's,
slowly work away at it.
yeah, exactly. So that was interesting. So we'll just keep moving on that. And
Well, if I could say one thing in closing,
Yeah.
It's every week now I'm talking to someone like this that's been injured by the vaccine.
Yeah.
So it's weekly.
They say these things, you know, the universe gives us what we're supposed to get, I guess. So this is what we.
And
what
what
we're
was just
being
happened
handed.
since he came out. Just
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just say hello to people and
Yeah.
usually get something.
Yeah.
You know, that's just the way it is. So this is a block guy. Do you want to talk to him about, ask him how he feels about the block winning a seat?
Yeah. When he comes over.
You get my book with him.
Yeah, I guess we can cross the street.
Yeah.
Just stand on the sidewalk.
No, we're allowed over there. I don't know his name, but I know he's a block guy.
The young guy.
Yeah, with the long hair. So, yeah, I forget his name. He's a member of parliament for the Bloc Québécois, which I still really do not understand how a separatist party that's really only got one province interests at heart, is allowed to have a seat in the federal government. I don't understand that, but hey, it's the way it is. But I'm sure they're very happy today. Yeah, I brought this book, Fistman's Fraud, for anybody who... Thank you so much, Lynn. This is a very challenging time. I wasn't reading the... So I brought this book down. I'm going to give that to Bev today. I'll have a look at your chats here. One time for everyone. Disability, yeah, it's crazy, eh? Disability ODSP is $1,200 a month. This does not look like the freest country. Those black posts that go up and down. Yeah, it is not. That sure doesn't look like the freest country in the world. And it sure doesn't feel like it right now. And yeah, I mean, I'm glad the Liberals lost that. Someone's just saying here they're glad that the Liberals lost that seat. I am glad that they lost that seat. However, I'm not that happy that the Bloc won it. Like, you know, really,
No.
the Bloc, you know, we've already got problems here.
Bonjour, guys. Ça va bien. The Bloc wins.
Another,
What's the future of the Bloc? Are you going to align with Trudeau, or what are we going to do?
We never did. Why would we?
Well, they reported that you guys came to an agreement with Trudeau. Well, it was on all the mainstream news.
you mean to say the mainstream news doesn't tell the truth, sir?
That was CBC. That was Ali Bashi that said that.
So CBC is not telling the truth?
It was reported. CBC Bloc made a deal with Trudeau. That was my friend.
Bonjour. Yeah, we need more French, I guess.
I gave Mike Perloki all my water.
Oh,
I'm going
we've
to run down and
got,
get a water. Do you want a water?
Where are you going?
Just the block down. and
Oh,
grab some
yeah,
water.
sure. I'll
Watch my
wait
back?
there. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'll be 2 seconds.
There's those
I'll be 2
guys.
seconds, everyone.
Yeah, 2 seconds. Oh, are they going to try and go on the hill? Let's see if they can make it. See if they get turned around. No, looks like they're getting booted out. I think that's very unparliamentarian to have Canadian flags. What do you think? I watched. I was pretty sure you're going to get kicked out. Yeah. Yeah, that's very unparliamentarian of you. Parliamentarian. Is that a word? I don't know. You know, don't go up on the hill with Canadian flags. It's become a country of, it's scary feeling. It's a country of certainly not much freedom.
Of privilege.
Of privilege.
If you're not privileged, then you're not accepted.
Yeah. And privilege is what? You know,
If you're corrupt.
what does
I
that
don't
even
know.
mean? You're not one of them.
Yeah,
That's
you
the
have to be part
privilege.
of the club.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hi, Carrie. Flags refused on the Hill. Yep. Canadian flags refused on the Hill. The bloc victory means that Quebecers are fed up with Canada today just as well. Oh, of course they are. You know, Quebecers are fed up, but Quebecers, the bloc is a separatist party. It's not just Quebecers are fed up with, but, as I say, I'm kind of, I'm happy the Liberals lost that seat because it puts them in a very precarious position politically. But I'm not that thrilled that the bloc took it, but then who else, it's like, well, what are you going to do? Because the bloc will then definitely, they will likely not sign any coalition, no supply and, whatever agreement, but they will be voting with the Liberals to keep the Conservatives at bay, so, give me a break, you guys. You think Canadians are supposed to be thrilled about this? A lot of people just aren't aware and don't care, but there's a whole bunch that do.
Not happy.
Not happy at all. So we were just standing here, and a guy in a wheelchair was trying to get through, but they had a fence across there, and so he could barely get out. And so I just said, oh, they didn't make that very easy for you, did they? And he said no, and it turns out he is vaccine injured. So we had quite a long chat with him about his situation. He was taken hostage by this, brought down by this government and by his job. And he either took it or lost his job. So he took it and said he's lost his ability to walk. He went in right away. He said he died. He physically died for 5 minutes or whatever, if I got the minutes wrong. And then he was in a coma for months, and now he's wheelchair bound. And he seems pretty good. I said, man, I'd be so angry. He says, well, I'm kind of past that. Now I'm into disgust it. And here we are. Oh, is that David? David! What are you doing? Okay. Well, that's
The reporter guy.
the reporter from the CBC.
Yeah.
And every time I see him, I'd say, I'm watching you. You better start reporting the truth. He squeezes in the truth, but there's always this little twist, to keep that narrative going.
To keep his job.
To keep his job, I'm sure. So I don't know where you're going to go, David, once CBC is defunded. I don't know.
Whole different story.
Yeah. Okay. Somebody's saying the people need to end this BS. The block is sorry. The chat only stays up so long. Hang on. I gotta get to it, guys. Sorry, chat guy. Okay. The people need to end this BS. The block is ending immigration, causing it. Alberta too. The rest might follow. Sorry, it's hard for me to read. It's not like I don't know how to read. The sun is hitting the
Especially in
screen.
the sun.
Yeah, so it's difficult. The rest might follow. Home. Oh, yeah. There we go. Oh, okay. Home first. Yeah, it's right in my anyway. Home first. When we can handle our own and clean up the rule book. Okay, gotcha. Sorry, that was a little difficult reading, but yeah, immigration, of course, is a huge problem. We have so many problems.
Yeah.
We barely know even where to start.
That's they've bombarded us with problems.
They have bombarded us, and we try and have our say about each time they lob another one at us, and I don't even know what to do at this stage. But here we are. We're in Ottawa, and we're doing our best to get our voices heard, and that's what we're doing. So yeah, we had the guy from the block here. I forget his name, the young guy with the longish hair. And Derek asked him, were they going to form a coalition with the, as per the CBC's report, would they be forming a coalition with the Liberal Party? He said, well, we never have before, why would we now, or something to that effect. I'm like, well, we'll see. May not be formal, but likely it will be.
Nothing in writing, but we'll do it.
Yeah, nothing in writing. Not yet anyway. Yeah, whatever. But they'll be getting lots of gifts. Quebec will likely be getting lots of gifts.
Yeah.
So, good luck.
So as long as they keep getting the gifts, they'll keep propping them up.
Yeah. All right, maybe I'll jump off now. I don't know. All right, I think I'll jump off now. And I'll come back on, so not to worry. I'll be back on whenever, whatever. If there's something to report to, I will do so. Okay, everybody, have a wonderful day. I will be seeing you whenever. And thanks for joining, and always choose freedom.